Hey everyone, Retired Navy Rob here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go over some more Notgeld. I brought this out several times in the past. It's beautiful money. And it's kind of tragic because back in World War I, 1914, when the Germans declared war, their population started hoarding coins. And just like the United States did, they started printing fractional currency for the Civil War. But the difference is, they really ran crazy with theirs. Every town was printing their own, and it drove up everything, hyperinflation you would not believe. 1914, a loaf of bread would run about a half a mark. Now there's 100 finning in a mark. So about a half a mark would be 50 finning for a loaf of bread. Now by the time 1923 rolled around, hyperinflation had just gone crazy. And that same loaf of bread that would cost you a half a mark now cost over 200 billion mark to buy a loaf of bread. That is just freaking insane. And I just wanted to show you some pictures here that I thought were amazing. This is inside a bank. This is all bricks of money that have been piled up. People were going to the market, taking their money that way. Big old baskets of money. The money became so worthless that it was cheaper to burn bricks of the money than buying coal or firewood. It is just insane. And of course, by the end of the war, it was so devalued that kids were using it as toys to build with. I mean, it's just crazy. But let me go ahead. I'm going to change my camera here. And what I'm going to do is show you some of my most recent pickups from that time frame. And then I got some extra special notes from before that time frame that I'd like to share. Now, like I said, back before the war and the hyperinflation, the prices just skyrocketed during the printing of this. And I mean, we see this also in modern days, example like Zimbabwe, Venezuela. But I mean, the beauty of these notes is just incredible. To think how old these notes are, over 100 years old. And the ink and the colors are just fabulous. So, I mean, can you just imagine having to take a wheelbarrow of money to the marketplace just to be able to buy yourself a loaf of bread? Yeah, I thought this one was pretty cool with the ship on the background. Just the artistic value of these notes. You think about it. These were all done, engraved by hand, and backwards at that, so that they can print. So these things are relatively cheap, inexpensive. For under $4, you can pick one up. Sometimes you can pick them up cheaper than that. Some of these are from the same town. That's why you see the basic same design. Now these are notes that honor, I believe, St. Nicholas. And it's closer probably to the Russian border if you notice the influence of the Russian Orthodox type building there. But these are just beautiful notes. Come on, will you focus? There we go. So 5 finning. So you would need a truckload of these to buy a loaf of bread by the time the war ended in 1923, or the hyperinflation ended in 1923. And I mean, it was relatively slow until after 1919, when they had to pay war reparations. And they ended up pretty much, resetting their whole economic system. And changing from the Wormer note, or Wormer mark, to the Reichsmark. I believe I got that correct. If I don't, please correct me. I always liked this one. I thought it was pretty nice. And more of the Russian Orthodox style building there. But I always found these notes beautiful. They usually, and I had to put it into a translator, but they usually had some patriotic message involved with it. And that's St. Nicholas, I guess. Come on, focus. There we go. Okay. So I thought this one was pretty cool, of a passenger ship. And I'm being told this is basically some advertisement for a sporting event, culture and sport. in Hamburg. They also, the series of notes did tell stories. But like I said, I mean, just the beauty of these things makes you wonder, why the hell can't our money nowadays come close? They're from Oldenburg. Oldenburg. I like that one. The chaos out there in the ocean. And then we got this one. Okay, so I want to also share some notes from 1910. Now these things are in pretty ugly condition, so I do apologize. But I mean, the details on this are just incredible. To think they carved these out by hand. It's just amazing. $1,000 note. So at the beginning of 1914, you were rich if you had this. But pretty much by the end, it was worthless. And then finally I have a $100 note with Germania. I love this shield. Just the detail in it is amazing. And this is a watermark here. I can't show you because I don't have backlight, but that would be a watermark. But I mean, money looked so fascinating back then. All right, everyone. Let me change my camera here. Okay, so I want to thank you all for coming. I'm trying to get more content out, you know. Slowly I'm getting the motivation. And I can't leave without doing this for Convict Currency.
To touch my monkey.
I would be honored.
Touch him! Love him! Lieber meine App!
All right. Well, y'all have a great day. Take care. And try to do better. Good day, everyone.
I can imagine no more rewarding a career. And any man who may be asked in this century what he did to make his life worthwhile, I think can respond with a good deal of pride and satisfaction. I served in the United States Navy.